We went to that property. It was crazy. Oh my God. So boom, she parked, and then I get out the car. I swear to God, lied to you now. As soon as I hop out the car, it was two crackheads, bro.
It was not two.
Yes,
crackheads.
it was. It was a girl, and it was a guy. Like, yes.
Hey, Donna.
Yes. Well, like, bro. So the crackhead walked past me.
First of all,
bro, the guy walked right past me, and the other crackhead was a lady. She was picking up cans, bro. I swear, she picked up a can right by my foot. She picked it up and put it right in the basket and just kept walking. I said, oh no.
Guys, we were planning a wedding. We're buying a house. We're getting furniture. And
I looked at Noomsa, bro. I was sweating. I looked at Noomsa. I was like, yo, yeah, like this is the one, bro. This was the one. Yo, I was like, yo, we got. Gotta be stoic. You can't be frail. If you stay on the track, you can't derail. And if you stick around long enough, you for sure be unveiled. Yes. What's up, everybody? What's did? Welcome to the Unveiled Mindset podcast, hosted by me and my lovely wife. I'm Dauda Kande, and that's Numso Kaba.
Hey guys, welcome. We are super excited to have you guys here. We're super excited for this journey. We're super excited for this new project. We have so much that we want to just get into especially going into this new year.
Say that.
And so welcome. This is Unveiled Mindset, and we are here to just have intentional, purpose-filled, enlightening conversations that will continue to nurture growth, that will unveil the mind.
Yep. Basically what she said, we're just trying to come together and just trying to build something. We're trying to build partnership, lay the foundation down, start a family with you guys, and talk about things that, talk about our experience, things that we went through, and talk about culture, how we grew up, and how, we're a product of our environment, how that affected us to the point where we at today. Yep. Some people might call it trauma or whatever, but
the multicultural experience.
Exactly. So we're here today to just let you know that we're going to have conversation that's going to be eye-opening. Basically, we're going to talk about everything from when we first got here to the point where we at today, and then how our culture affect us to the point where it kind of derail us or hinder us from growing, to our full potential. So
yeah, as well as all the positives and all the add-ons. So so this welcome, we said, if you're new here, if you don't know us, please go ahead, welcome to the family. Go ahead and subscribe down below. Subscribe. We are on all of your favorite podcast platforms. So if you're over and listening to the audios, don't be shy to go on the YouTube
and
go
Instagram.
And subscribe. And we're on Instagram. Our Instagram is Unveiled Mindset. Unveiled _mindset.
We're gonna put everything in the description too.
Yeah, so we're gonna put everything in the description. Yeah. If you already know us, welcome. If you already know us, you already know we have unveiled conversations.
Facts.
We have purpose-filled conversations. Facts. And enlightening conversations.
Facts.
So it'll just be similar to what we've always had.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty, bro. So let's get straight into the topic. Self-reflection. That's this episode is about self-reflection, and we're gonna get into it.
So in terms of self-reflection, well, just reflection in general, right? Reflecting on everything, whether it's self, whether it's things that have happened to you, just your entire, everything. So we're going into 2024, okay? Mm-hmm. Are you ready?
I've been ready. Kobe year, 2024 Kobe year. Stop playing. Last year was Michael Jordan year, 23. It was good. It was a good year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 2024.
What was good about it?
Oh, a lot of things changed.
Okay.
For the best, for me.
Okay.
One of the best year of my life. We got married, right? And not only that, I got to see. And not only that, I got to see my brother, I got to see my mom, and I got to see my whole family together. And also, I'm gonna give you a little quick story what happened between me and my brother during the wedding week and all of that. But yeah, stay tuned. Come on, let's get into the. It's gonna be spicy. Okay, let's get into self-reflection.
So self-reflection. Yeah. So Around this time of year, I like to kind of slow things down, right? And just reflect on the last year that we've had and think about like just kind of come in with like a new space, right?
Yep.
And intentional into the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So like some of the things that I like to ask myself, I'm going to ask you today.
Yeah.
For example, like what are the top things, experiences that have happened in 2023,
Okay.
right? And this can be good, this can be bad, whatever. But what are the top most impactful experiences that happened in
Okay.
2023? And how do you think that impacted you to where you are today?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the whole science. So I'm gonna give you the pros and the cons of what happened
Yep.
and things that were impactful in my life. So let's just get right into it. So I always talk about motivation. Like, everybody said that they were motivated, but it got to be a formula behind it. So I always felt like I was motivated. But I'm gonna give you two things that was impactful. That was negative. So I was always motivated, but right after that, I had self doubt. I also I wasn't disciplined enough, and people that know me were like, "Oh, Dowd is very confident." This and that. Yeah, I am confident, but sometimes life get challenges. You get nervous, so you question yourself. So pretty much for self doubt and lack of discipline, those are like the cons. Right now for the pros, again, it's discipline. I started like working on being disciplined, right, and being taking accountability for my action, whether I'm 100% right or 100% wrong. It doesn't matter. If I was part of that, if I was part of a situation, I have to be 100% accountable for it, because you can't just sit there and dwell on your problems. You got to find a solution. So self accountability and discipline, or the pros, right? And also my cons also have lack of discipline, right? So half of the year in 2023, lack of discipline and self doubt, and the other half, the last 6 months, I started building, being taking accountability, and also started building more confidence, right? And then that led to where I'm at today. So I'm in a good space, pretty much. So those are the two things that were very impactful: self discipline and accountability.
What are the main like turning points? Or and
as far
we don't have to get in all the cookie jars at this moment in this first episode.
As far as what
are the turning points? You said the first half of the year was one way.
Yeah.
The second half of the year was another way.
Okay. So
what were the turning points?
So what was the major change?
Yes.
So pretty much, that's a good question. So pretty much what I did, so everybody know Clubhouse, we be on Clubhouse a lot, and I'm thankful for everybody I met on Clubhouse, and they changed a lot for me, right? And people are like, why you always on Clubhouse? You got whatever. But there's so many amazing people on Clubhouse, all my aunties and my boys, you got Lamine, Telly, all of them, right? So they all come from like, we have a lot of things in common, but we have similar environment, but not everybody experiences the same. Yeah. So as the room was a big room, and then it got smaller.
Yep.
So people that were, intriguing to me, I took a liking to them, and then we became real close.
Yeah.
Aisha says one of them, one of those people, and then who else? You, obviously, and Mo Conde, a couple more people, whatever. Cabin and my cousin or whatever. It was nothing, whatever. But we got to know each other more, so things changed.
So in general, you built a relationship with people.
So yes. So but as the group got smaller, the conversation got more intense, right? The conversation got deeper.
Okay, I was gonna say,
right?
What do you mean by intense?
So it got deeper, meaning like we were just like
enlightening.
Yeah, right. It was enlightening. We weren't talking about surface level stuff. We were talking about like the future goals, what we're trying to do, like trying to build a legacy. So as that was going on and stuff like that, I was going through a lot. So I had to take time off for myself. Even though I was hearing a lot of positive stuff, I had to take time, for myself to self-reflect. So I went down the list. Okay, I've been doing this over and over and over, over the years. I've been doing the same thing. It's not working, So I'm like, okay, I have to change what I'm doing. I have to change the formula to see if I can get something better out of this, right?
Yeah.
So as I was going through that, so what I did, I removed myself from my environment, right? While I was still in the same environment, I removed myself from the environment, meaning like I locked in. I focused on different things that were, conducive to my success, where I was in, just being out here, just hanging out with friends, going out, doing all the mischievous stuff or whatever. So I stayed away from that, and then my friend list got smaller, and I started focusing on myself, so that rebuilt my confidence and reassurance that, I know who I am, right?
Yeah.
And then that was a turning point for me. And from there, it was just the
I would
trajectory
almost
was
say
crazy.
that started the year before.
2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a conversation,
Yep.
but it was an action behind it. So, like I said, you can always say that you're motivated or whatever,
Yeah.
but you got to show like, you
Yep.
got to show action behind it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So that was it. So what about you for 2023 to
2023. Oh boy, it has been a year. I think it was an amazing year. It was a year full of growth. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've had a lot of growth, whether it be family wise, whether it be, just relationship wise, right? Platonic or romantic like ours. We did get married this year. Whether it be
yeah.
whether it be, associated with like work, my regular professional life, or like my real estate business, right? Like, growth, I think, was the theme of this year for me.
Yeah.
And and with that, like, growth came out of growth came resilience.
Yeah.
Right? Dealing with all the tenants
Yep.
issues, dealing with my property, even, dealing with all of that. Like, so
I was there.
yeah. And you were there, you were a support. And it was the thing is, there were challenging situations, like just management, right, of certain difficult tenants, which we will definitely get into that in future episodes. We'll talk about, the business and things like that, but dealing with just the personalities and things, and with the city and when with contractors. So a lot of growth that's happened. All in all, it was an amazing experience. All in all, if I could do it over again, I would. All in all, we will continue to do it again. And, our real estate business will
Major
continue to
plan
grow.
coming.
So we're very excited about what we have upcoming. But I think, like, a lot of what, it was almost like training wheel with that one property, right?
Yeah.
Granted, we have like other properties. However, with this one,
Yeah. Even the house, even getting a house was.
That's another thing. We
Yeah.
bought a house this year. So even buying a house this year, like, when I say buying, like, not an investment property, like, bought a house to like home, our first home.
Yeah.
Even that was like the most excruciating closing that I've ever dealt with in my life.
The last week was like, remember, like, it was like hell. Like, it's like
one
either
thing
do or
after
die.
another.
Remember, we had to like pull all type of strings, but
we had to do.
We ain't got to
everything.
get into that.
And
but
the family came through. That's the other thing. When I say growth, also in terms of family came through.
Yep.
Like, family in just all aspects, the wedding planning, family came through. Guys, this last 6 quarter, we were planning a wedding. We're buying a house. We're getting furniture, and
Goku, the dog, the podcast dog, Goku.
Yes.
Right. So Goku,
he's knocked out right now. Goku. We were caring for Goku while he was over there in Michigan, and then coming over here.
Shout out to all my cousin that helped me, David, Mohamed John, Baka. They help me with Goku every time I travel. They'll take care of Goku.
Yeah.
Every time.
So Goku's now here.
Sharif too.
He's a New Yorker.
Seydu.
So I think that, like, it was growth. And so because of that, I'm super excited for the next year.
I got a question for you. So you was talking about growth, right? So remember when you was going through all the process, when you was buying, you already went through the process or whatever, but you were dealing with some issues with the house, remember? Like the roofing issue, and there was some other issue I can't remember, but you remember
the investment property.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the one in Hartford. So
yeah.
All right, and then remember, it was like so, like, like like it was so demanding, right?
Yeah.
You had to do a lot, and then
Yes.
remember you called me one time or whatever. And you was like, man, I'm going through this. Woo, woo. It happened twice. One, it was like, okay, I need to make a decision about the roofing. Like it was like whatever,
Yeah.
20K, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, it's gonna, it's gonna once you change the roof, it's gonna last you for like what, 20 years or something like that.
Yeah. It was
Right. It was like, okay, like I'm like, that's a good investment. Go ahead and do it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but and after later on, something else happened. I think it was with the furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? I don't know. Was it the furnace?
What?
Like
At what point? What happened?
I think like something like the furnace was no longer working.
Yeah. No. I mean, the furnace wasn't working. One of the unit was vacant.
Oh yeah.
The pipe burst. Like a lot happened.
But I was talking about in that particular moment, you called me because like each furnace was like 3K or 2. I can't remember. But
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you're like, man, it's just another like.
Yep.
I gotta spend more money. I gotta spend more.
It was
money.
like 15K altogether.
Yeah.
Because it was 2 furnaces.
Remember you called me. You was like really
And
down.
labor.
You was like emotional about it. Oh, so like take us through that, like like what was going through your head like when you were pretty much in a mix of it and after you made your decision.
For the roofing, I would say, so the roofing actually, that was last year, I think, when I first purchased the property.
Yeah.
And for the roofing, the tenant that was there at the time, which we ended up going through like an entire eviction process
Yeah.
in itself. But the tenant that was there at the time was complaining about leaking. She was complaining about leaking before I even purchased the property.
Yeah.
She said that the old owner had like done some patchwork, but the patchwork was still like an issue.
Yeah.
So essentially the tenants that I inherited, I purchased the property and the roof was just super old. So I was like, this is a huge undertaking, right? To completely do a brand new roof. However, I want to make sure that nothing is happening on this with this roof, because I kept having different people go in, right? And here's the thing, also when it comes to contractors,
Yeah.
I kept having different people go in to give me a quote. Some will be like, yeah, it's fine, it could last you maybe about like 5 more years. Others will be like, oh my goodness, this roof like should have been replaced years ago. It's bound to collapse. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it was very, very, very hard to decipher between like those who were just saying what they were saying for the sake of getting a contract so that I can,
People say
and
anything.
hire them.
Yeah.
Or if, okay, yeah, no, I can push through this a little bit, put a little bit reserve, and then eventually go through and like or just sell it, right? Which I ended up doing without having to do that big of like a capital expenditure. So for me, it was number one, figuring out that, and then that was super confusing for me. And then also I think we came to the conclusion like, hey, let me get other opinions and other quotes. We had other contractors that came and said something similar in that like this roof is dated.
Yeah.
And so it really made me feel like if I'm going to have tenants be at this property, I want to make sure that everything is 100% safe. Or at least to the best of my ability, right? I can't continue to go by knowing that, oh, this roof is like super dated. There's leaks when there's, a lot of rain. Leaks kind of go into the light fixtures, like that can cause like electric shocks and things like that. So I think overall, like I bit the bullet and I was like, this is an investment property. This is a major expenditure that's going to end up increasing the value of the house, which it did.
Yeah.
And let me just do it.
Pay it off eventually.
So that was that.
Yeah.
For the pipes, in the winter, that was just one thing after another. So it was, evicting those tenants and then just one thing after another. And then obviously, like if you have a investment property and
when you got evicted, they messed up the whole apartment.
They trashed the apartment. That's another episode.
And they left the cat too,
they left cats.
Yeah.
In the apartment that the contractor and property manager found.
Yeah.
That's another story in its own. But
so during this whole thing, like, did it ever occur to you at one point like, yo, I think I might have made a mistake by buying this property?
No.
So you was all in.
I think I definitely had overwhelming times. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, this is a lot. I don't know what to do. it definitely forced me to go into problem solving mode like quickly. As soon as and that wasn't even the like, more and more kept piling on top of when we were doing our own stuff, right? Like planning wedding and all this other stuff. So it was one of those things where it's like something will come up, boom, I like overwhelming feeling.
Yeah.
And then straight right into problem solving.
Yeah.
What do I need to do? Da, da, da. And then I'll obviously talk to you about it as like my outlet and stuff. But never that I think that like this isn't something that, no, because I want to continue to, I enjoy, I've had great tenants.
Okay.
So the great tenants, the having my own investment property, having my own cash flow coming in and like passive income. Well, not so passive at the moment, but nevertheless, having investment property and rental and being a landlord and being an investor outweighed having to deal with some like those cons. I looked at those as these are the things that I need to experience in order to grow as an investor and to build these toolkits in my toolbox so that next time when things happen, I've learned from these experiences, which is why I say growth this year.
So do you feel like with like, you dealing with the bad tenants and, like, you're investing into this property, but things end up going, you end up paying more money, like, you end up coming out of pockets and stuff like that. Do you feel with all the experience and everything you went through, ups and downs,
yes,
do you feel that experience alone, you were unveiled?
Absolutely.
Boom. So basically that's the whole point, right?
That's
going through your own experience and being like, being able to be disciplined, being able to be accountable, going through being persistent, resilient, and putting your head down, and if you believe in doing something, just go full throttle and just do it.
Yep.
Right? So that's the whole point of this. So she said through that experience she was unveiled. And the funny thing about it,
was a difficult experience, but nevertheless, it allowed me to be unveiled for sure.
Remember when we went to the Hartford property, that investment property that she was talking about? The first time we went to that property, it was crazy. Oh my God. So we go, we get there, we park, right? Boom. So we park, she was driving at the time. So, I was kind of laid back, I was tired, whatever. So boom, she parked. And then I get out the car. I swear to God, lied to you now. As soon as I hop out the car, it was two crackheads, bro.
It was not two.
Yes,
crackheads.
it was. It was a girl and it was a guy. Like, yes.
Hey, Donna.
Yes. Well, like, bro. So the crackhead walked past me.
First of all,
bro, the guy walked right past me, and the other crackhead was a lady. She was picking up cans, bro. I swear she picked up a can right by my foot. She picked it up and put it right in the basket and just kept walking. I said, oh, no.
How you know they're crackheads?
Man, all I know, bro, I was like, man, this about to be an adventure, bro. So, boom. Whatever. The tenant is talking a lot, talking about all of this dream and aspiration, that he wants you to invest your money to build his
dream house, his palace.
Right? So, boom, whatever. So, and then we made a couple trip. We went to T-Mobile to go get the the camera and a few things. And then after that, the landscape guy, James, whatever, he was working in the backyard to to clean it up. And then in the meantime, we just decided to go to Red Lobster. So me and Numi went to Red Lobster with Mom Dukes. We get there, they are, I don't really like Red Lobster.
Because we were waiting for the landscaper to do what he needed to do, and we didn't want to just be standing outside the property because the tenant's just standing out there like this.
Yeah.
To us.
But let me drop the bomb though. Boom, we get
there.
Drop
the bomb for sure.
We get there, we eat whatever, what is it, Red Lobster, whatever, and we ate, and then we go back to the property to check on James to see if everything is going well, whatever.
James is working hard under the sun. He ain't accepting water.
That man was working like a slave. But we get there. We go in the backyard to check some things and, try to whatever. Just chilling and stuff like that. And then instantly, I got hit. I got hit.
What you get hit with?
Boom.
What'd you get hit with?
I got hit with a diarrhea.
That's
diarrhea, bro. I got hit in the stomach. I swear to God, I thought Bruce Lee kicked me in the stomach.
Oh,
Bro,
Lord.
instantly, bro, my stomach started making funny noise, started making beats. Man, what? So I looked at Noosa. I said, yo, I think I gotta use the bathroom, bro. So I gotta go, bro. She's like, I'm like, but I don't think right now. It's like, I think it's gonna go away. And then, it went away for like 1 minute and it came back harder. I looked at Noosa, bro. I was sweating. I looked at Noomsa. I was like, yo, yeah, like this is the one. Like, when artists got a hit, like they got a hit song, they got a hit piece, they be like, yo, this is the one. Bro, was the one. Yo, I was like, yo, we gotta go. Bro, we hopped in a car. No, before that, she's like, I'm like, yo, I'm not using the bathroom.
I'm like, just use the bathroom.
Hell
ask
no.
him knock on his door, ask him, hey, can I use your
no.
bathroom?
Hell no, that man was dirty.
He wasn't trying to.
He was dirty. Nah, hell no. But so I was like, nah, we gotta go somewhere, bro. I'm gonna put the toilet paper up. I had to, bro. We were 45 minutes away from home?
Yep.
Man, I wasn't holding that, man. So I was like, all right, cool. So, Nimsa was like, all right, Mom, we gotta go. She's like, she said, why we gotta go? I'm over there like, please don't. Like, I said, don't ask too many questions. Let's just go. So we go.
He wasn't trying to have his spot blowed up.
Yeah, so we get in the car. We hopped in the car. We go to McDonald's, right?
Yep, McDonald's.
So we get to McDonald's. Her mom was like, yo, they're not going to let you use the bathroom unless you buy something.
Yeah.
So we get there. So I think you ordered.
I got some fries.
And some milkshake, right? I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like, he's like, can I use the bathroom? And then he's like, nah.
After I paid.
Yeah, he said only employees can use the bathroom, no outsiders. I said, oh,
the disappointment on his face.
Bro, at the time, my stomach was running. I said, I got to go. And then it was like a Walgreens right across the street, right?
Yeah.
So, so I go to the Walgreens right across the street. We drove.
It was a random store.
Was it? No, there was a Walgreens, and then there was 2 random stores.
Okay.
Right? It was a grocery store. So I go to Walgreens. Walgreens is closed. Then I go to the next store. Bro, lie to you not. The first store I went to, like, it was a grocery store. I go in there. And then I go all the way in the back because usually the bathroom is in the back. I go in the back.
It's one of those like small groceries.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So I'm like, yo. So I don't see the bathroom. So I asked the guy. I said, yo, bro, where's the bathroom? Can I use the bathroom? Bro, that man he don't speak no English. That man said, ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? I said, what? I said bathroom. I'm like, bro, I know you don't speak English.
You should have said el baño.
Man, whatever. I don't speak Spanish, but I know if you're in America, bro, you know what bathroom is, bro. So the man started put a I said bathroom. I said, man, I'm like, bro, all right, whatever. So I started walking to the counter, and then all I seen is just a whole bunch of Hispanic people, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm through. It's over with. So I go over there. They just speaking Spanish. I'm like, bathroom. They started speaking, but again, I'm like, all right, it's over with. So I go next door, right? So I go next door. It's a Chinese spot, right? I go over there. I swear to God, I go over there. I say, excuse me, man. I'm like, she thought I was about to. She said, what you want? She thought I'm about to order something. I'm like, can I just do it? She said, no, sorry, we close. She said, no, sorry, we close. Man, I get out. I walked out mad as hell. So I'm like, yo, I'm embarrassed because some moms in the car, like, why we're going to all these places? In my head, I'm like, she probably thinking, why we going to all these places or whatever. And then I was like, yo, man, I'm like, this is embarrassing, bro. So we get in the car again. She was like, I think mom, she peeped at the time.
She definitely did.
She was like, yo, bro. She said, brother, gotta go. So we drove to Popeyes. Oh, my God. Bro, as soon as we pulled up to Popeye, I already knew it was ghetto. Man, I seen like...
First of all, the whole area was the hood. Ghetto.
And there's crackheads all over the place, bro. Man, we get to McDonald's. No, not McDonald's. We get to Popeye. I see LaQuisha.
Stop.
I see Rashonda, right? So we go in there. As soon as I made eye contact, before I even went and asked, right? Somebody was trying to use the bathroom. They was like, hell no. I was like, oh, it's over with.
I was trying to go in there and let them know, like, hey, we're going to buy something, have communication. He was just like, never mind. I don't want to use the bathroom.
Because you don't get it. Why you sitting there arguing? I need to find a place to go so I can use the bathroom. You're not the one that have like the running stomach. You're talking about.
I'm trying to help you.
No, that's not helping because
I'm trying to help you.
The policy is if you're not working there, you can't use the bathroom. So we leave Papa. I think we went to KFC, right? Whatever. And then anyway, everybody, every establishment we went to,
they just weren't letting people use the public bathroom.
And the reason why, the reason why,
probably because it was in the ghetto. It was in the hood.
No, they
crackheads probably go into the bathrooms or heroin and shoot up or do whatever they need to do. So they were like, we no longer open our bathrooms to the public.
Exactly. So after that, and I was like, yo, Mom Dukes was like, yo, we can probably go to Home Depot. Was it Mom? Somebody said
I
we
think
gotta go to Home.
it was either her or me.
Yeah, somebody said we gotta go to
One of
Home
us.
Depot.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I said, how far is Home Depot? She put in the GPS, said
It's
10
like
minutes.
only 10 minutes.
Man, I'm like, yo, this is the longest 10 minutes of my. It felt like 30 minutes, but we get in the car, said, let's go. We driving, and the funny thing is, I was this close to dumping on myself, bro. So she driving, and then I'm sitting in one position, because you know when you got that bowel movement, you gotta find a position to sit in, right? So I'm sitting in the,
You can't move too much.
Yo, I'm sitting in this one position, right? And I can hear my stomach, like I can hear it going. Grrr, grrr. So if I make it,
we're
any
trying
little
to get
movement,
silence.
yes, every little movement counts. So I had to sit like this. So while she driving, there's a whole bunch of speed bumps. So every time she hit a speed bump, her mom is in the back. I can't get on her, so I have to turn and just give her the stank look and look straight. And bro, I'm sweating, bro. So they're having a full-blown conversation. I'm like this, and then at time it was getting worse. I had to like, really concentrate, bro. So we get to Home Depot, and then we park, and then he's like, "Oh, the door is right there." So I get out the car. Her mom is in the car, so I don't want to make it look obvious, like I gotta.
He's running to the bathroom.
Right? So I didn't want to run to the bathroom, so I'm like speed walking, light jogging, So I'm like, she probably looking at me like embarrassed, like this is the guy my son's gonna marry.
My daughter.
My son. My daughter got married. So, pause. So he said, my daughter got married, right? So I'm walking past. I'm like, man, it's everybody got to do number two sometimes, right? So I go in there. So mind you, I'm walking light, real light, and then I get there, bro. As soon as I get to the I'm like, where's the bathroom? He was like, the bathroom's over there. I started running to the bathroom, and I stopped again. I asked another guy just to make sure
he wants
the right
clarification, because he's not about to make any extra steps.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. And then we get there. I get to the bathroom. Man, thank God.
You handle business.
There was nobody in there though, right? It was clear.
He handled business.
Man, I went out to that bathroom.
He handled business for a while. We don't need the descriptions.
Yeah, like I was.
We do not need the details.
That's why I came up with the podcast idea when I was.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
but like I was in there for like 30 minutes. But I was like, I'm thinking about everything. But I'm like, dang, I've been here for 30 minutes. She probably gonna be like, what is he doing in there? Like, So I was like, man, it is what it is. But I gotta take care of business, man. And right? So the bathroom, they don't have, we Africans, you know how it is. Like you gotta have a cup. Everybody got a cup at home. Or the solar is this little, I don't know what they even call it. Solar is like this, like, it's not a cup. I don't know what to call it, right? But anyway, it's
Maybe we'll put a link in the description or something.
So, public bathroom, they don't have that. American, they just use like the roll of toilet paper and just whatever. We use water. So I'm like, remember when I left the car, he
took his water bottle
with me. So, I use the bathroom, whatever. So every minute I had to like check if nobody was in the bathroom. So I'll go there and fill it up. I use the toilet paper first, then I'll go fill it up and then clean up and then go back again, fill it up and then come back and clean.
Really?
Yeah, I had to go back and forth. Hey guys, we use the left hand.
Oh my God. Stop the description, please.
They don't, but people gotta know that's how you gotta be clean. You can't just use toilet paper and just walk around. You know what I'm saying?
This is what we're reflecting on
bro.
Going into 2024.
So, we use our left hand to clean. We use toilet paper and then we use our left hand with soap and water and clean up every time,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we're gonna show you guys a tutorial. No, I'm just joking. But
maybe we'll put a link down below on how to.
Yeah, and then whatever.
Or some wipes or more than toilet paper. Anyways,
I took care of business, and after I was done with that, and then
you did the walk of shame back to the car.
So I'm walking right. I'm coming to the car. I'm like, man, they probably looking at me like, look at him.
It's about time.
Yeah, like you over
James
here.
done cut all the grass,
man,
in the front and the back and the sides.
So I'm walking to the car now. So I'm like, damn, her mom probably thinking like, oh my God, look at this guy. He just went to the bathroom and just did what he did. And I'm like, man, everybody poop, bro. Like, so I'm walking to the car. I'm just all, trying to like build my confidence, like, So I get there, real open the door, nigga, my heart beating, right? And then so my heart beating real fast. I open the door. They're not even thinking about me. They have the regular conversation.
We're having a regular conversation.
And I was like,
didn't realize he was gone for like 45 minutes.
So thank God. And then we went back to the property, figured everything out. Came back home to her parents' house. whatever. And then we got on the road, and obviously I had to call the boys. And her cousin Aisha, she's one of the boys too, right? So I had to call my big bro Aisha Sise, and then I had to call Mo. I got on the phone and told him like, yo, this and that. This what happened to them. They was like, bro, you just embarrassed yourself, blah blah blah. But that was a little funny story that happened that we had to share. But one thing about that story, I realized that I was veiled at the moment, right? But when I went to the bathroom and released myself, I came back out unveiled. Come on, man.
Really?
Come on, unveiled. That's a fact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
that's my story.
but here's the thing, right? Mm-hmm. Then the next day, my mom calls and she's like, "Oh, how's his stomach doing?" She was like, so this whole time he's trying to hide this, like all of what he's going on.
Yep.
Like, meanwhile, she's been around the earth for a while. She knows you needed to go. Yep. You had some issues, and so she was like, "Oh, how's his stomach doing?" And he was like, "You told your mom?"
Yep.
Or he was like, "Darn it, she knows."
Yo, it was funny because
he thought he was like, "Oh, okay, I'm in the clear."
She doesn't even know.
It's good.
And then I think
she's on speaker.
Yeah, she was on speaker. I'm just walking. She was like, how's Daughter's stomach? I turn around, I look, I said, oh no. So she knew what was going on, but it's all good. We all family now.
Take some Tums or something,
Yeah, we all family now. It happened. At least it wasn't. It wasn't no accident because that would have been bad.
That would have been embarrassing.
Man, at one point I'm like, if I go behind.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have judged you.
Man, I thought about going behind the bushes like how we used to do it back in Africa.
When he says we, he doesn't mean with me.
Yeah, like not me either, Mo. Yeah. My boy Mo said they used to go behind the bushes.
Stop.
Mo said they used to go behind the bushes when they, whatever. And after that, they used to use the mango leaf. They used to make to wipe.
Lord.
Nah, facts.
Anyways,
that was a little story for you.
But I think overall, like these type of conversations are amazing to have. Like you sit back, gather with your friends and family, especially around the holiday season. Yeah. And just reflect on the whole, on 2020. Like there are certain parts and certain things that were painful. Certain,
2020. Yeah.
2023. Yeah.
So she went back all up to 2020. It's okay.
2023.
It's been a long day. Damn, your hands is kind of rough. You need some tulu. You need some lotion. But yeah.
2023.
2023.
Because you keep stealing my lotion. That's why.
Well,
2023. But no, like, because, you're number one, you're bonding, you're laughing about things. You're growing. You're figuring out, like, okay, what are some things that I'm going to leave behind in the year?
Yeah.
What are some things I'm going to take with me?
That's true. That's pretty much it. That's the Unveiled Mindset podcast. Our first episode. We got it down locked, down pat. So
yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on all platforms. Come on over to YouTube.
Follow us on Instagram, unveil _ mindset. We're going to put everything in the description, and you're going to make sure you guys, go ahead and follow us and stuff. Like subscribe, tune in, watch. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Again.
A lot of insight, a lot of funny stories, but a lot of educational content as well.
Yeah, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of it. Yeah, it's going to be lit. So
have a happy new year, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy this next journey.
Yep.
As much as we do.
Yep. Let's modulate. We done. See ya.